Oh, yeah. Welcome to Buckeyes and Friends. Shuffle up and stay a while. Here we go.
Y'all ready to do this?
Let's hit it.
I really don't want to do this, but we got to. So here we go. Did I say that out loud? Am I recording? Fuck. Nah. Okay, so here we go. Hello, everybody. Team Buckeye again. We're going to do a real quick Season 8 recap. Quick overview of our yearly event. And of course, I'm with my normal two. So we got Earl. Zombie Earl, you want to say hi or change your name to something else?
No, I'm good. Hi.
And then we got Roland here, Shadow the Bat, and I ain't going to try his name in build phase, but yeah, do you want to?
Yo, what's up, my people? Back.
All right, so here we go. Quick review. So this season 8 of Buckeye will for format, feature format 18 previously on. As y'all see on the screen, the winter format from now to the end of March. We are in March, so it's still ongoing. There's still a regional and another event for this that Upper Deck sponsoring. So people are still playing this, but if you're not going to those, you're probably not one of those people. But just to sum it up, it's a photo format, and your MC has to be one of the from one of the three one of the three Disney Plus ARC boxes, which is 11 of those MCs. That sums it up for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, like I said, this is the simplest rule I think I've seen for a format. Moving right along. So if you're not familiar with the Buckeye season, we have a ranking system. We put people on order by rank, and then we have a draft. You can see how the draft played out. So we have 2 rounds of draft, and if you want to spend some of your tokens, you could get an extra pick, so you can have 3 MCs during the season. And then also you had the ability to sometimes copy MCs, so you'll see copy. There's a restriction with them, but y'all can see the list in front of you. Any surprises that stand out on the graph to either one of y'all two?
I see that there were some MCs taken before Loki. That seems like a mistake.
Well, I mean, like I said, since it's not the most competitive event, like there's no top 8. I mean, I can say, it seemed like the right number was taken beforehand. Like I said, the number 3 pick, he was on autograph, and he traded his Loki array right away.
Rob, what were you thinking, my man?
But yeah, I guess but pretty much, yeah. I mean, I guess early on people had dreams of thinking that they could maybe counter Loki, but most likely they was wrong in most cases. I mean, you could catch Loki sleeping here and there, but usually you end up getting caught more than you catch them. I mean, I thought Monica went pretty late in the draft, but Sylvie and Loki were the big 2. But you'll see that as we talk through the games, that some of the games during the season. But moving right along. So season results. So we had 2 co-champs. We had Mitch and Patrick. Both only had 1 loss that played 6 games. You see Jason's name up there in the 1 loss, but he only played 2 games or 3 games. 3 games, I think. And then
2 games. He's only played 2.
And he ended up dropping out. Earl had 1 loss, but he only played 1 game. So
thanks for putting me up at the top.
I do what I can. We have the 2 lost people there. All of them played well, at least available for 6 games. Well, Austin, I think, missed 1, but he played at least 4 games. We'll make sure. We had the 3 loss club. Roland was one of those without a win, but he had an incident, so yeah, he had to drop out.
I burned my house down so I wouldn't have to play this format.
Okay. Tevin had 4. Scott had 6. Scott had 5. Rob had 6, and then I only played, and I played Rob 1 game and beat him, and so I didn't have no losses. So just for this recap, we're gonna keep it short and sweet. We're only gonna focus on the players that lost 1 and 2 games. We'll talk a little bit about some of the games that don't come up in these slides, but you'll get the general overview from these slides how the event went. And also, for people who are, like say, getting ready for the regional, paying attention to what people played and how matchups went. So, moving along, we start off with Patrick. 5-1. He played Loki the whole time. I mean, he one of the players that's always in a supplemental draft, but it's like he going grocery shopping and taking the cans to the Goodwill. It's like, he got the meal he want. He got his shrimp already. What I'm gonna do with a can of beans? I'm eating shrimp. So just looking at his matchup, we'll go over these matchups in a small amount more detail. So week 1, he played Baron Zemo. That what you would expect from that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 turns of Loki didn't do what he want. Right? I mean, I guess you can celebrate a little bit, maybe, but most likely. I think Wanda could be a good matchup, but like I said, if you got He Who Remains, that's a hard count for Wanda, but that's not showing to be in a Loki deck. So, the Loki mirror, whoever decides to win that wins, and that what happened here. I put Sylvie twice. I put somebody's name is Sylvie, so I forgot.
I think that's Jeremy.
Okay, that was Jeremy Sylvie. Okay, yeah, my bad, Jeremy. But that's been Jeremy against. Yeah, I did it kind of last second. My bad. But so Jeremy, like I said, yeah, like I said that like I said, usually 67-33 game with Loki against Sylvie. Like she can win that, but 2 times out of 3 gonna be Loki coming out on top.
Yep.
Loki mirror, whoever get their kind
Mobius.
of first goal, yeah, or Mobius, yeah. So Loki have some small counters, especially more so in the mirror. They become real visible, and then finally that 33% come out, and Mitch did.
Well, it helps that it was Mitch playing Sylvie.
Yeah, so I mean, as you see, Loki played.
Mm-hmm.
Next we have Mitch, and he played Sylvie the whole way. So he lost his first game to Wanda. I guess he was just getting the feel for her. But I guess Wanda have an advantage there because she have time to get Vision out.
Mm-hmm. If you can get Vision out.
I mean, I guess, like I said, this was still early in the format, so... And Vernon, of course, is a good player as well, so I mean, that probably played
not to take anything from Darth Vernon.
Right. The young belly tickler, whoever he's going by today.
The chosen fool.
So Vern got that win. Then Zemo.
He only played against Loki 1 time. Look at that.
Right.
All right.
At the end, but he was ready for it. He prepared himself.
He did.
He understood the assignment. But Zemo, I mean, Sylvie won't time. Zemo giving it to her. He was able to get Wanda on the second runabout. Falcon. We all had some good matchups. I seen some of his wins. I didn't really get to see none of his games, but I'm assuming he found a way to force people to come at Falcon when they didn't want to.
Oh yeah, I was very impressed with Rio when we played.
Okay, and then Sylvie, the mirror match. I mean, that's always a 50-50 game if you're just looking at MCs. Mm-hmm. But Mitch got a few wins and championships and runners up, a lot of runners up.
I will say, looking at Mitch's rank at the moment, 1, 2, 3, 4, the OCD in me is dancing for joy.
But I think all this game went about how we would expect if we was, betting on these. Don't bet on versus. If you bet on versus, you have a problem.
Yep.
Moving along. Ralph Cole. We are in the 2-loss section now, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. So 2 of the game end up being forfeit. So like I said, they don't hit the rank table, but you heard about Roland with hit incident, and then like I said, it's just they couldn't schedule their game with us, and like I said, they didn't report to the judge because we do have a system that usually help with that. If you don't have a game scheduled by Friday, we could usually intervene to get you a game if that's what you really want to do. But probably by week 6 of this, you would just like, I just want it to end.
You don't say.
I mean, like I said, I'm not saying. I guess I don't want people to think I'm dogging the format, but it don't. It just feel like a photo with limited MCs. I mean, that don't feel like a format to me.
Yeah, especially since we've had several formats where it's like photo, tiny catch with your main character.
Right. So, but moving along. But checking his matchup, so he played 2 games with Zemo. He lost 2 games with Zemo. He played 2 games with Loki. He won 2 games with Loki. You figure out the rest. I don't say Zemo. I don't want people to think Zemo bad because once you level him, he is pretty good once he levels.
Oh yeah.
But against Loki and Sylvie, 2 MCs that you give them time to do stuff. Them the wrong 2 MCs to be given time to. The next matchup, another 2 loss here. Our Gen Con champ, I guess he get that title for at least a full year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometime longer if COVID hit.
Yep.
But so he went with John Walker. I mean, I was high on John Walker pre-draft. I still like him. I'm just not as high on him.
I think he's pushing me for the bottom of the pack. Although I did pretty good with him, but he's a Gen Con champ, so
I can't go nowhere near that. I think his level is realistic. I mean, you got to do things. You got to make it work, though. But looking at his matchup, he played Loki. He lost to Loki. There was a Quicksilver incident. There were charges pressed, and we are still looking at a pending charge, so we don't want to talk too much about that. But I think Quicksilver may have some issues in the future with him, at least. There may, at least at minimum, be a restraining order.
Some psychological warfare there, too, for sure.
But once he got over that, he won his next 3, and then, like I said, he couldn't play the last week, but he came in the middle of the season. Well, like I said, this is allowed here, so 3-2, still respectable. And he's still the Gen Con champ, so you got that to go home to.
Yeah, and he did that playing the second worst MC in the format.
And you can carry the weight now. I cannot co-sign on that statement.
So is Falcon still considered the worst?
Falcon is still considered the worst.
Damn it.
Who? You got him below Renslayer?
Yeah.
What's Renslayer doing that Mash Face isn't?
Leveling up.
I mean, I can see he took a small hit with that ruling with the shield because now the shield ain't super exclusive to him.
Yeah.
No more, but still. I don't know. I disagree with you, but like I said, with any ranking, there are always going to be disagreements to the end of time. So that, our PJ 2 lost club, and he played all 6 games. So he played Loki. Did I say John Scott said John Walker? I was really tripping on that. You said it must be typed that, but
I was gonna say something, but I was like, man, I gotta watch it. I gotta see how this play out.
So
I did save you a few other things.
Right. So he did beat Morbius, which you expect. Like I said, he got John Walker, lost to Sylvie, beat Wanda, lost to Loki, beat Wanda. I mean,
Poor Wanda.
I think that about some. Do we have any more players we talking about on here? So, we had Jamar. He was another 2 loss here. Okay. So he had a forfeit game, but he played Scarlet Witch the whole time. She moved up on my list as the season went along.
The question is, did she move up on Roland's list?
Hell no.
So she's still number 12?
She's still number 12 for me.
Yeah, well, you wonder how your house burned down now.
Did Wanda do it?
The mind control little hex.
I've been hexed.
I had a house fire too, so I'm allowed to joke about that, but nobody else can.
Exactly. We will gut you.
But yeah, so Loki got her. Sound about right. Monica, she threw her out the hex. Loki got her again. Morbius came out left field, came through a time variant and got sent back into it. And then one, I don't think that was a man. I think that's to say Sylvie too. I don't believe that. I don't know. Like I said, I did this about 10 minutes ago. I am so sorry. But either way, he won the game. That's a fact.
It looks like Wanda does pretty good against MCs not named Loki.
Yeah.
Here. Did any of her opponents who lost have He Who Remains? Did Kang show up? Because if I see my opponent has Wanda as in their inventory, I'm packing Kang, and we're going after that Hex. In fact, I'm playing Hex myself just so I can get rid of every Hex and keep my face up.
I still think Wanda could win without the Hex. If you build it right. I had a build that I thought could still win without Vision. So, to each their own, Honorable Mission, Vern he was 500 in there. Rio, I mean, he was 500, but he took a Loki down with a Falcon.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was a guess, man, I didn't see the game, but I'm guessing he probably put some character up front that couldn't be stunned. The only way he could get back to the MC with the flyover was probably went to his wheelhouse. That would be my guess, but like I said, I didn't see it, and I'm only speculating. And he's in the Florida area, so he might be at one of them events too. So,
I'll say I played my first and only game against Rio, and like I said, I was very impressed with how he was coming out the gate swinging. He was actually disappointed when I didn't play my Loki. He wanted to take my Loki down.
He wanted blood. But what's going on, folks? Finally, we should be at the ranks now. Yep. So this is the new current ranks, as of 3/1/23.
Being specific there.
Well, because the 11/21/22 is not correct.
You pointed it out, so if people notice it, that's on you.
So, yeah, I mean, we got a new bottom, same top. But this the ranking we'll be using for the I Have Better format. So I think we'll spend a couple moments talking about that.
Sounds good.
With me this time.
Oh, I didn't even update this screen. This was an old one, but it called I Have Better. It used to be called Pick Your Poison. But yeah, double elimination format. You drafting 2 MCs, and them the only 2 MCs you play against. But you will have to build play a new MC each week. I guess you don't really have to build a new deck. But that would probably be a bad idea.
Well, I don't know.
Customize a little.
Right. Well, yeah, just a quick overview. Like I said, we having a draft on Wednesday, so sign up going to Tuesday. We have 14 people signed up, including 2 judges. So we could get like 4 more before we go to the next bracket tier. But you're gonna be picking 2 MCs in the place on the bracket. Double elimination. I mean, it's March Madness with a second chance. We got home run powers real quick. During your game, you can use any of these powers as many times as you like. And that counts as a home run game. With 16 plays, you'll get 2 of those types of games. Once you use them, you can still play the character. You just won't get the power the power just get turned off. Like I said, any question, you can definitely reach out to one of the judges. Me, we'd be around. And that brings us to the end.
Keep checking by the resource row. I've been having a lot of fun coming up with MCs, bad MCs with good decks. And this Thursday, we got something really special cooked up for y'all. And I will be targeting players and who they drafted.
That's one too.
So, is there any point y'all think we should be giving people before this? Like, I think the biggest point is you don't draft a photo on the Illustrator MC. You don't do that to yourself.
That's bad. That's really bad.
Is there any situation you think that will work, Earl? Okay, he probably.
Where you mix photo and illustrated as your picks?
Yeah.
I got one situation, but I'm not going to say it out
Okay,
loud.
no problem. But in most cases, you shouldn't be doing that. And if you think you got the formula for that, you're gonna be disappointed when you're not in the finals.
If I was to do it, I'm going to throw it out there because
Okay.
I may consider drafting Angel and Falcon if I could get both of them. Angel, Resistance, and Falcon, Captain America.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, you're looking for comedy. I mean, common thing, but still, it's just when you building your deck, there's too many different ways they coming at you.
Right.
That would be still. I still think that's a reach. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. Like, you're obviously never going to put flight characters in your deck, but let me tell you right now, Angels and Demons is going to be on the road this week, and we will tell you how Angel gonna fuck you up.
But yeah, but besides that, I mean, I think it's gonna be a very interesting draft. And just to let people know, you need to be specific about what MC you picking. You can't just say I want Storm.
Yeah.
Lots of Storm.
Huh?
There's lots of Storm.
Right. Or you can't be like, just give me Spider-Man.
Because we will
Give me Spider-Ham.
Pro registration Spider-Man.
But like I said, well, there's a list on the Discord page, but there won't be a list during the draft. So if you don't bring the list, you're gonna be pulling all these names from your dome. But like I said, all MCs are legal in the format. So if you're feeling froggy and you want to go get Mare or a Dark Phoenix,
Outriders.
right? Outriders, Loki,
Kitty Pryde.
Loki.
You set your own difficulty
Right.
for this event.
Aren't we only going volume 4?
Oh yeah. So yeah, no Loki. Sorry about that. I'm basically right. So nothing past Volume 4. So no Disney Plus, and none of the House of X or the Brotherhood will be out by then, and probably the X Force should be out by then.
Maybe.
But either way, they're still not legal if it do come out on time or anything else that come out. So we try to see the Volume 4 crossover 4 and before. So you can put Master Mole in there or Beast. I mean, if you got any one of them, you are a brave individual.
Oh, man. I hope somebody lets me play Master Mold. That's like my favorite.
There are not enough Tim Boobahs in the world to justify picking that. But yeah, I think that sums it up. You want to pimp anything, Earl? You got any new versus outlets you doing or non-versus outlets?
No. I haven't really been playing much versus.
Okay.
You've been on that Civilization.
I have, yeah.
I've been on the Midnight Sun kick, so that's why this PowerPoint was behind. So
I've been in that hotel life.
Okay. Big money can just buy hotels, that's how we live. But he still got the road going, so
Yep, I've skipped a couple weeks. I do apologize, but I
Did he
feel
skip a week? Oh,
no, I skipped 2.
Okay, 2. Okay, I thought it was just 1. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely the first one, the week the fire happened, and then there was another week where stuff was just going down. So, yeah, I apologize.
But back going and full speed ahead. But yeah, so we'll get this out tonight or tomorrow, and then you'll be hearing from us again on Wednesday with the draft. And if we have time afterward, we may do a draft recap right after the draft. Like we did the last year. So we'll see how that goes. All right.
Oh, man.
Huh?
I might have to go to bed early on that night.
Okay.
That's all right.
Well, we can move to a different day.
My daughter's school has this in the state finals, girls basketball,
Oh, sweet.
top 4 or something. So that's like old man problems.
Okay, check that out. So there you have it. Short and sweet, under 30 minutes. But like I said, you'll be hearing us again. But like I said, the draft could go quick. Maybe we'll get a quick recap in and then do a more broader one later. where we actually predict where we think everybody's gonna fall like we did last time. I don't think nobody's gonna get their game in super fast.
Probably not.
All right, well, that sums it up. Everybody have a good night, and hopefully jump in the league, or you can hear from us Wednesday. We'll be streaming then. Good night.
Peace.